Okay. Why Chinese tea ceremonies are so annoying? Alright guys, so probably you've seen Chinese ceremonies on YouTube or maybe at some tea houses, and you've been wondering, why do Chinese people use such small cups for their tea ceremonies? Because what is it? It's just like 1 or 2 sips and it's done. So what's the purpose? Why do people even do it? Why do they have so many rules about it? Why do they have so many tea wares? Why do you need to pour the hot water first here, then here, then here, and then you need to repeat this process again and again and again? So why? So the whole process is kind of annoying. In my country, we just take one huge cup, we pour a lot of tea, we get some cookies, and yeah, we're good to go. So today let's try to answer the question, what's the purpose of Chinese tea ceremonies and why there are so many complications related to it? So, alright guys, and to find answers to all these questions, I decided to pack and go to my friend Mabel, who is a Chinese tea master. So, first of all, hello everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And hi Mabel.
Hey, Max.
So, guys, Mabel is a Chinese tea master.
With my master degree, since 2019, we started to have the tea sommelier course for all tea lovers from each corner of the world.
Yes, and what's so special is that Mabel has courses in English language for foreigners about Chinese tea. And actually, I am one of the people who passed that course, and I was absolutely amazed by it. And my love for the tea started there and lasts until today. Mabel, I have several questions for you.
Sure.
You know, as a foreigner who got used to drink tea in these huge mugs, especially with cookies, with cakes, and so on, so on, I know that for many foreigners it is, well, Chinese tea culture may be a little bit frustrating. Yeah, why? First of all, why do we use such small cups?
Well, we drink tea not merely for, thirst quenching. We drink tea for enjoying the taste. If we prepare those cookies, which is very sweet, that will influence the taste of the tea. So we use a small tea cup, we call it tea tasting cup, to taste the tea in Chinese character, which has three mouths. Three mouths means that we finish this cup by 3 times. So first, we would have some overall understanding of the aroma, the taste. It's good. And yes, the second time, we taste the tea to understand its rich taste aroma, to confirm the tea's flavor. So second time, it's smooth, right? And it has a very smooth body, slightly sweet, very nice finish, just like the sunshine outside. Yeah.
For sure.
So for the third cup, we enjoy the tea. Meanwhile, we think that the tea is more like our life. While we drink the tea, which reminds us something beautiful about life. Sometimes maybe also about the hard time, but either way, it's a very nice memory to enjoy the tea. So in China, tea is part of our life instead of just for thirst quenching.
Okay, so that brings us to a next question. Why so complicated? Why to bother making tea ceremony?
I think life is complicated. So we are going to enjoy the process, however, not the result. We enjoy the journey. While for Chinese tea ceremony, by doing this step by step, we would focus on what we are doing now, like enjoying the moment, enjoying the time we have now with our friends and with our family, instead of worry about something may not happen in future. So the tea ceremony step by step first will help us to calm down, be concentrated. Meanwhile, by doing the tea, we are going to share better energy, better time with our friends or family. That's why it's complicated. For us, it's kind of like the spiritual journey instead of just drinking tea, you know. So this tea ceremony is very important for us. Of course, in some special cases, yes, we do that very seriously. Very, you know, when it's very complicated step 1, step 2, step 3, something like that. Well, actually for our daily life, tea is very important. Tea is one of our important part. So we also do it very simple. Just we'll have 盖碗, fair mark, then mix the tea, share with us. That's all. It's also can be simple, not so complicated.
So the tea ceremony doesn't have to be like this super complicated, to wear special clothing,
Not really.
to always have the posture.
Not really.
Okay, then we have the next question. As you can see, here we have so many different things, so many different tools to have a tea ceremony. So what's the purpose? Is it necessary to have all of them to enjoy Chinese tea?
You can see that on this tea table, we have almost everything. However, I personally only use 盖碗 and fair mug and also the tea tasting, which are the very necessary tools. However, for each of them, it means something. Even, for example, you know what's this? This is, by the way, this is
Fair mug.
Yeah, fair mug. Why it's called fair mug? In Chinese tea culture, almost everything means something. This is a fair mug. Why fair? Because we make the tea, we put all the teas. Yes, we make all the teas, pour them into the fair mug, and then we would divide the tea into the tea tasting cups to make sure that everybody has the same amount of tea and the same flavors, to be fair. So for us, as long as we are sharing tea, everyone is equal.
Okay. So, as you mentioned, we don't have to use all of these tools. But do we have to use gaiwan to drink Chinese tea?
盖碗 is widely used. So we can use 盖碗 for almost all the kinds of tea, like the green tea, black tea, the dark tea, oolong tea, yellow tea, white tea, whatever it is. This is widely used. And because the 盖碗 is mostly made with the ceramic. So the ceramic can be very good for develop the real flavor of the tea. And we think that tea wares is the father of tea. You can say tea ware is important, and 盖碗 just one of the most common tea wares.
Who is the mother of tea then?
Can you guess?
Tea tree?
No, water.
Oh,
The water.
makes sense. All right, got it. But you see, for example, for some people who don't have gaiwan at home, because many foreigners probably who are watching, maybe they watch it from other countries and they don't have gaiwan, they only have the teapot, the regular teapot, you know, with a filter in the middle and so on. Is it possible to drink and enjoy Chinese tea with a regular teapot?
Well, you can enjoy some of tea, not all of them, because when we make a good cup of tea, that will count on first the tea wares we choose, and also the water type, and most importantly, the water temperature. If we just use that kind of mug, so usually that cannot keep the water's temperature well.
So basically, we can use the teapot,
Yeah.
but it will just not allow us to open the taste for like 100%, right?
Yes. You can
Alright.
enjoy, but not the best one.
And I remember that you were teaching us that to find the flavor that you really like, you need to experiment with these different parameters of how much tea you put to steep and for how long you steep it and what's the temperature. So basically, these are the parameters you can kind of play with, right?
Yeah.
To find different sides of the same tea taste. And
Yes.
actually, yeah, if you try it at home with your own tea, you can realize that it really allows you to find another unique taste of the tea that you already have. Okay, so just like I said before, Mabel is a Chinese tea master. And by the way, if you're interested to learn more about Chinese tea from Mabel directly, you can visit her YouTube channel. I will leave the link below. 感谢 Mabel 老师帮我拍这个视频。
不用谢也期待我们下一次为大家做更多的一些分享。
当然。Actually, I never thought that I would start to drink tea so much and appreciate it so much. When I was growing up, for me, tea was just hot brown water that you drink with cookies. But then once I moved to China, I was looking for ways to get into the Chinese culture and practice my spoken Chinese. So accidentally, I got into a tea house. And surprisingly, tea masters turned out to be great language practice partners, because they are always very patient, willing to chat, and they provide you with lots of insights about Chinese culture in total. And through them, I've learned that drinking tea is not about just a drink. I can talk a lot about what tea means for people in China, and probably I only know a tiny part of it. But for me personally, tea turned out to be a way of slowing down in life, focusing in a moment, on a taste, and all these different tea wares. It helps you to stop this endless stream of thoughts and just enjoy the moment. It's like a meditation, but with a nice flavor. Especially if you know that the tea cake that you are holding in your hands is from a specific tea mountain, from a village where a small ethnic minority lives, and they produce this tea for generations with their own hands. There are legends and stories behind this tea, and people say that there were even wars related to this tea. Even such small cup can take you back in time to some distant place away from your stress and your everyday life problems. Well, at least for a while. So it's a little bit more than just hot brown water with cookies, right? Okay guys, that's all I wanted to tell you today, so thank you for your attention. Please like, subscribe, and let me know if you like to drink tea, if you like to drink Chinese tea, and what was your way into a Chinese culture. Thank you, and see you in another video. Bye-bye.